came out here must be about 40 minutes ago to do this, and then I remembered I had a beer in there to keg, and I tried to keg it, and oh my god, it's not, even by my incompetent standards. I mean, this is a new one. So putting gelatin in it. I've done this many times before. Put it in, rack the beer on top from the pressure fermenter. No, what do you see what happened? I basically mucked up, and it sucked all the gelatin up into the tube and into the beer line and everything, and it was just stuck. It's going now. It's going now, but oh my god, that was bad. So I don't know if there's any in the. I didn't actually check the dip tube in the keg, but it's going. That's the main thing. We'll deal with it later on. Black IPA, Pete Wells. Hello, Pete. This is what we're dealing with tonight. This is the most important thing to deal with right now. There it goes. Just got stuff lying. You probably can't see any of that stuff. Stuff lying everywhere, all around me. It's just like, I've got this big friggin', see that, beer line. Whew. Okay. It's at 23, so let's get it down. Didn't see how much was in it, so I need to stop it. You see, it'll start culling shooting out there. Never mind all that. Thank you for sending this to me, Pete. Black IPA. Does it say on it what's in it? Morris Otter as per Greg Hughes USO5 book, which is actually here from the other night, from that live video of Christmas Day. I'm very disorganized because I've been running about the house doing all the stuff. Remember all the stuff I had to do? The dead mouse scenario. Yeah, doing all that today, getting that sorted. Black IPA, here it is here. I can just sound like that now. Like a little table. So pale malt, Carafa 3, chocolate malt. The hops, if Pete's done it, is Apollo, Citra, Amarillo, and more Citra. Why yeast 1887 Ringwood Ale. As I said, I don't know. USO5 Pete has used, which is probably better, let's be honest. I got the faintest whiff of Amarillo there. This kind of orangey note. But the rest of it is just, you're getting a bit of the dark malt. Not too much though. It is more hops, and there is like a kind of sharp note from the dark malt. I don't mean sharp note as in anything bad, but it's just in there. Sometimes I get it in my stouts as well, or stuff like that. But yeah, if you're talking hops, Amarillo, which is strange because the Citra is oh, there's no dry hop. It is just flame out hops. So now, can you get orange from Citra? Not normally, possibly though. Apollo, I think you can. So I mean, could have something to do with it. I have used Apollo. They are just ridiculous hop. 19.5% in this book. But yeah, it is normally about that. They're just mad hops. But yeah, I think there's just mad orange note off them. Anyway, going in. I'm yakking too much. Just keep my eye on that. It's light, I'll tell you that. What is it anyway? 5.8? 5.8? It doesn't say when it was brewed. I'm not entirely sure. It may be on the note. But I'm thinking that it's not quite It's not quite potent enough, I would say, to be an IPA. So I don't know if that's because it's just got a few weeks in the keg underneath it. So it could be. There is a nice flavour on it though. Which is that orange and grapefruit dovetailing nicely with the dark malt, which is really nice. And maybe it's the time of year, I don't know, but I'm really digging the kind of dark malts these days. As I maybe it's just because it's winter and it seems to go better, but I really wanted my stout to turn out. It was a bit of a disaster and I ended up tipping it. So that's gone. I put a brown ale. I brewed a brown ale. Brown ale is on the keg now. Had the first drink of it last night, I think it was. Oh, it was absolutely lovely. And I wasn't sure about it. I'd taken tastings on the gravity. I was taking gravity readings of it, and I wasn't overly sure about it. But now that it's carbonated and it's chilled, oh, it's really nice. But because it's a brown ale, there is a point to this, like this ramble. But because it's a brown ale, it's not. You're not getting the full on stout, burnt thing going on. You're just getting the lovely taste of the malts, the kind of chocolate malt and all. Lovely. Bit of coffee as well. And to bring it back to that beer, there is chocolate malt Carafa Special 3. Now the Carafa's only 170 grams in this, and the chocolate's 225. You can definitely get a little touch of the chocolate, and just a little bit of that kind of that Carafa kind of burnt ashtray taste almost. It's like ashtray. It's not. I don't mean like that. I just mean burnt flavour. But with a Carafa, you don't really get the bitterness. I would like more hops, but that's me. I say it could be that this is sat in the keg for a good few weeks, and they've faded a little bit, but it's turned into an ale, just an ale basically. But it's absolutely fine. An ale is for chugging. I like that. There's not too much I don't like, to be fair, but I do like that. I do like a black ale, a black IPA is what is the words I'm trying to find. Columbus, the bitter with, definitely, and then yeah, that combination Amarillo, Citra, anything like that works. I might do one in the new year. I've got Simcoe instead of Citra, and I've got Cascade instead of Amarillo in that recipe. And then we'll hit it with a dry hop as well, and that will give it a bit more flavour as well, including not just aroma. We'll give it a little bit more flavour as well. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. We are not going terribly fast. I'm not sure what the gas is like over there. Might need to turn it up a bit. In fact, the gas might not even be on because I was changing the end basically, so we get blow out any of the gelatin. Look at that. Look at the state of that. Because it was up all around the inside, so no doubt when I take this inside to clean it, it's all going to be in the inside of that as well. It's just a fiasco. Okay, I'm back already. I'm still here from like literally the last video you've seen. Just finished off that. Still waiting for this thing to go, so I thought I could just do the other one of Pete's beers while I'm here. Just while I'm here, you know, be handy. So what is this one then? This is Bohemian Pilsner, is what this is. It's oh, This is gonna start going. This is annoying. This is so chaotic, isn't it? Even by my standards. Okay, so this thing, I remember saying in a video a while ago that I was trying to rack a beer. I say rack, but I was trying to transfer a beer from the pressure fermenter into a keg, and it was just going chugga 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 chugga. Well, it turns out that is the dip tube poking above the surface, and it's just pulling in. It's not oxygen like, but CO2, and that's why what was doing that. And now it does it. It does it all the time, basically. Got a fresh glass as well too, Pete. Just bear with. This is very a disorganized beer review. I know. Oh, look at the color of this. Yes, this is looking good. Woo, clear this is. Yeah, so every now and again you'll hear it going off. So basically I've got a magnet and I put it to the side of the fermenter and I lower the dip tube all the time. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm down in here. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so there it is there. Whew, that was a snowstorm in a glass. Look at that. Beautiful bit of carbonation in that. I do love a fizzy beer, to be fair. Do love a flat beer as well, to be fair. And just to be more fair than I've already been, I do like a medium carbonation beer as well. Is that even a thing? Medium carbonation? I don't know. I'm just gabbling here. What was that black IPA? 5.8. Whew. Okay. Okay, we're still going there. Let's get into this. So it does actually say it. Malt equals floor malted Bohemian Pilsner. Very nice. Hops, Saz, yeast, soft lager, 3470. Brilliant yeast. Love it. That's my yeast of choice. Yeah, very good. Yes, yes, and yes. Lovely bit of carbonation in there as well, as we said. Fantastic. This is off the keg, as far as I know. This is off the keg. So that's good that you've got that level of carbonation. I can't imagine what it was like when you were bottling it, but if I was to try and bottle that kind of carbonation, there would just be, I'd be floating in be like a foam flood, just slipping under the door, and I'd be whoa, going out with it. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, beautiful, clear as hell, brilliant carbonation. Loving this carbonation on it. Very exciting. Fluffy head. It's not well, you know, with that level of carbonation, it is going to hang about, but maybe it won't be that high. Okay, the aroma is a little bit of spice in there, possibly from the hops, and the tiniest little note of, I was going to say a bready kind of doughy aroma, although there is just the Bohemian Pilsner in it. Very nice. Okay, I'm going in. Cheers, Pete. We're still going there. The carbonation is just tickling your tongue. As soon as you get it, it's just like fireworks going off. Lovely, lovely. It's a light body, which is good. What are we? 5.4. This is 5.4. It's quite a lot. It is definitely off the keg. So we're safe to put the muck in, because there is no muck. Shit. And the taste, So yeah, there's no kind of bitterness or anything like that. It's kind of as you were. Something in there, just a little something lingering, but it's not. It's kind of like it's a pilsner basically. So it's not. There's no kind of. There's nothing lingering or anything like that. It's just this kind of little note of. This is a beer you're drinking. This is not. It's not sweet. The taste I'm left with now is really quite nice. There's like a lovely kind of. I don't want to say kind of. I've noted that I always say kind of, sort of, that type of thing. I mean, literally saying that type of thing. So I'm not gonna say that. I'm trying to make a mental note not to say those things. Still going down there, although it might pop up very soon. But yeah, there's a floral note of something in there. I want to say it. There's a teeniest bit of bubble gum or something in there. It's just this tiny little thing. I don't know if that's right, because I don't want it to make it sound like this is like a wheat beer or something like that, because it's absolutely not. But there is definitely something I'm tasting. And you know, God knows I'm not a professional beer taster by any means. I'm very much a Roy Walker type of say what you see. Or in this case, say what you taste. Sorry, in this case, say what you think. That is easy drinking. Again, I don't know how long this has been. I would say with a bit more conditioning, that would be even better. I mean, I don't know, it could be that Pete has it's been there for months on end, but I think a little bit more condition of it would make it a little bit more it's clean at the minute, but a little bit more crisp. I think that is the only thing I would say. A little bit more conditioning time. I mean, I've really turned into a conditioning nerd, to be fair, this last while. And I actually had the last pint of my New Zealand Pilsner. So this is the Sriracha one, which, you know, no one likes Sriracha hops apart from me and Frank. We're the only two people, I think, that actually like that. But that beer changed so much, and it was really interesting to see how it went, how it changed with the time on it. And by the time it was like conditioned, it was like 170 odd days it was conditioning for, and that's quite a lot. So yeah, I think that's the only thing I would say about that. It's good. It's a good beer. Could do a little bit more conditioning, I think. But you know what? When it's that clear, I mean, how could you not drink it when it's that clear? It's just that taste on the back, which is really nice. It's just hard to describe. There's that tiny little note of bitterness, and it's like, maybe it's like a kind of herbally type taste, a herby taste. Maybe that's what I'm tasting. Good carbonation. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Sorry I keep looking at this, but I'm just waiting for it to explode. I need to also, I've got the beer line, so I had to actually change the entire beer line, because I can see the gelatin, it's all round. So this was on that fermenter. So I had to actually take the beer line from the keezer for the tap that it's going into, and switch it with that, because that's all got a load of crap in it. I'm impressed with how long this is going, although it is taking its time. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Let's put some gas into it, that'll be a lot quicker. Okay, the reason it's taken so long, you can hear that noise, I've turned the gas on. It's because I didn't actually have the gas turned on. Because it was on, off, and I was switching between the ends. Some are pin lock, some are ball lock. Yeah, okay. That's a lot quicker now. Okay, I'm hearing noises. I'm hearing noises all over the place. I'm gonna go. I'm a bit drunk. I mean, honestly, like it's 5.8 now, 5.4. I mean, it could be if you made it a bit weaker than 5.4. That would definitely help with the crispness of it. But yeah, that is another good beer, Pete. That's all 3 year beers I've done now, and they've all been really good. So congratulations for succeeding at brewing. I only hope I can ever get to your level. As long as I don't use gelatin, I think we'll be fine. I'll get there eventually. Okay, I'm going. It's getting very near the bottom, so I'm actually gonna go this time. So Peter, thank you very much. Peter, you hear me? Peter, Pete, thank you very much. We'll cut that out. Pete, thank you very much. You know he's drunk when he's saying we'll cut that out. And happy Christmas again to everybody. So even though we'll try and get this video out for Christmas, but you know, if it's past Christmas, then happy New Year. All right, see you later.